great overarching themes of all of Chantal's work and of Chantal's life was her relationship with her mother. And if any of you were here for No Home Movie a few months ago, which was her final film, which was a movie that, it's a documentary that she made in her mother's apartment with her mother, you'll feel a lot of resonance, I think, between that time we spent in Nellie Akerman's apartment and the time we spend with JEANNE DIELMAN here. And I also realized last week as we watched QUAI again, what a kind of, I'd never thought of these two films as having much in common because they feel so very different even though they were made just about a year apart. That film is, very scrappy and has a kind of deadpan humor to it. This one's very austere and has this kind of, there's some darkness in it. There's a feeling of dread around much of it. But it occurred to me last week that they are surprisingly kind of companion pieces in as much as that film, so much, to a degree that I hadn't really remembered or recognized until watching it again last week. That movie, JEANNE, for those of you who were there to see it, is so much about a child. Chantal plays the lead role in that movie, and that character is so childish and makes demands like a child. And this movie is, she was very clear about the fact that a lot of the housework, a lot of the patterns you'll see in this woman's life came directly from her mother. And so they do make a funny kind of mother-child pairing. And I think she faced some criticism down the line, that some people would say, well, if you're trying to make a movie about the life of a housewife, why don't you go get a real housewife and show what it really is? And that wasn't the movie that she was trying to make here. She wanted a kind of every woman on screen. She wanted Delphine Seyrig as JEANNE DIELMAN to, in the way that great actors do, to be, for any woman in the audience to be able to project herself onto her, and so not to be that one specific housewife, but every housewife or every woman.